Well, are we live? I think we are live. And if we have, yes, yippee, I finally made it. Somebody actually let me know if I'm live, you can see me and what I'm looking like. Oh, I'm getting emails all over everything here. Here we go. Not bad. To say that wasn't actually going to go live tonight, Smoke. And I wouldn't have done if it weren't for my daughter, because I'd set it all up and I was actually just messing around playing with thumbnails, because thumbnails for this crap is hard enough in itself. But I'd set it all up, set up a stream and everything, and then she decides to walk in and say, well, you don't understand that you haven't let your access to your camera or anything, so you won't go live. So she had to reset me a new one up. She's not bad. It's handy having her around. And I've got to say thank you to diehards. Dave, at something, cheers. Smoke, Jason, and Addicted to Lisa, my daughter. Thank you very much for setting me up. Super clear. Good. No issues at this end tonight then. And I'll be honest, I ain't got a clue what I'm going to speak about because I was just messing around with thumbnails. And then you just all happen to find it. So I thought, well, I've got to press the button at some point and we'll go live. And I think, Dave, did you say you're chilling in bed, man? It's a bit early to go to bed. But, and I hope everybody's day's been fine. So it's like I say, just here, just chat some crap. Probably only on for about 10-15 minutes, but there we go. And I've got to admit, this is so weird because I'm usually used to Sunday night with 2 of you on screen, and when you're on your own, I totally get it, Dave. I totally when you're on your own, what you were saying about it. Yes, it's a lot harder on your own. Work, quiet day for a change. Chilled out most of the day. Sat tinkering with machines, drawings. Lovely stained glass window to draw, stencil up. And that for Saturdays. Yeah, Saturdays tattoo, stained glass window for a chest piece. I don't know how you lot and what you lot have been up to. You had a good day, Dave. I bet Smoke's had a good day. There'll probably been a bit of practice. We'll smoke and then probably getting baked. And that's somewhere having a be right back moment. And I think that's where he is at the minute. So like I say, if you've got all you want to ask, anybody wants to ask all, fire it all in. Audio great, can even hear you over working headphones. Yeah, well, wife and daughter say that. They can usually hear me from over top of a train. Watch Man U. Don't watch football, Smoke. That's one step lower than actually Dave watching Super Bowl men running around in lycra. You just watching, people that get paid a lot to roll around on floor. But I suppose somebody's got to watch it. And Man U, well, you're talking to somebody that lives in Leeds. I don't think exactly Man U and Leeds get along, to be fair. But anybody else wants to jump in? I think don't know what we've got. I think, to be honest, I should have probably spent some time with Dave going over this crap because I don't even know what all this crap is that's on my screen. I'm just sat here chatting to a camera. I'm just sat here chatting to a camera and getting told by my daughter that that's it. I'm on my own. She's off to bed. And if I screw it up, tough. All my tats are going to be soccer tats. Hurry up, wife, learn faster. Well, I think she's learning faster than you, Smoke. Or it seems to be. Because all you do is you just post your wife's tattoos, don't you? On your Instagram. And Tell us about your true greys, black and grey setup. Just an idea for a topic to talk about. Well, it is. I mean, like you, like you, Dave. You use grey wash, if I'm correct. Basically, your black. You're using diluted black with distilled water, and you're adding so many drops of white into your black to give you tones that you can't see in your cap that you can work with. Whereas me, I work with true greys, basically no water in it whatsoever. It's full pigment. So I'll fill my caps up. I have one, two, three. I have 4 caps, size 15 caps. First one's full black. Second, third, and fourth, then I'll fill just below top with white ink, and then I'll add 11 drops to one, drops of black to one, 5 drops of black to another, and 2 drops of black to my lightest shade. Just mix them up, and I find for me it's easier because I'm used to working in colour, and I find working with true greys and full pigment so much easier than washes because it goes in light colour, and the colour that it goes in, the colour that you can see in the caps is the colour that it goes in the skin, and you can defo work, or I can definitely work with it a hell of a lot easier because, like I say, I'm used to colour, and it's I've just always with black and greys seemed to all go in the skin of very much of the same tone, and you had to trust how they healed. Whereas with the opaques, true greys, whatever you want to call it, what you put in the skin is virtually what they're going to heal. And you can still pack them in like a grey wash. You can either pack them in like colour, or you can pack them in like you would with a grey wash and just brush them in and brush them in gently. It's worth a try. Small piece. It's for some people. It's not for other people, but just got to give it a go. Yeah, try it out. Try the true greys. You're either going to love them or you're going to hate them. And I love them. I prefer them to, like I said, the grey wash. I know Dave's in chat. He likes his grey wash. Tones them out with that bit of white. He finds that useful on a washed out pigment. But it's just something to try. What's worse, you're going to try it once or twice. You're either going to like it, you're either going to gel with it, or it's not for you. And you're going to go back to your original setup. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What else we got in? Somebody else we got on here. Smoke posted his wife. Yeah, Smoke posted wife on Instagram again. Yeah. What meat? What meat do you use for true grey? Inklo. Meat. Bit of pork, I think. Bit of pork, a little bit of beef, and then if it's a bit too dark, you can always chuck a bit of chicken in. That'll lighten it up with it being lighter. No, I use dynamic. Meat ink, same thing. No, I use dynamic ink all round, and I use dynamic standard black, and I use dynamic standard white. I've tried triple white. Now that's all right for putting whites in, but for the extra that you're going to pay for it, I don't think it's that much better than the standard white. And the standard black against the triple black, I don't see a massive difference in it. If you just slow down, pack it in a little bit slower, I just seem to get same results. I've tried other inks. I've even tried Intense Super Black. That's terrible. That is so thick. You could actually, well, you could actually tarmac your drive with it. You could resurface your driveway with it. It's just way too thick to use. But yeah, I only use standards. Standard dynamic black, standard dynamic white. Never had a problem. And I use the standard dynamic white for just my highlights as well. Nothing special or anything. Not a fan of the super black. No, too thick. It's like treacle. And I even found myself just putting water in it to try to thin it down. But then you're defeating object. You're washing it out. So you might as well just use a standard black. Also, it wasn't very good with the needles that I use. Standard, fine, a little bit better, but my mags, whether I'm colour packing, washing, shading, I use bug pins, and it's just way too thick for bug pins. Just clogs them up. It's nasty stuff. Is not better just thicker? No, because it's a fine balance, Jason, between it being too thin and just going everywhere and being too thick that it won't come out of your cartridge. So you're fighting a losing battle. You think you're getting it in, it's not coming out, and you just end up overworking skin, chewing it up for no need, no reason. And it's horrendous. It's so thick. It's horrible to wipe off. It stains the skin. You'll shift your stencil before you clean that stuff off the skin. I've tried other thick blacks. They've just too much work getting into skin, and it's hard to wipe. Yeah, you're right, Dave. You're right, and I totally agree. It's tattooing's hard enough as it can be. Hard enough as it is without you battling trying to get a thick black into skin or trying to keep a clean work area. And the more you wipe, your client's getting sore. And if he's in there for supposedly a 3, 4, 5 hour session, he's not going to appreciate it. He's not going to appreciate that one bit, because by the end of it anyway, he's going to feel like you're wiping him with sandpaper. So to start off with such a black ink and a thick ink, and then just keep wiping and wiping and wiping, they're going to end up sore. You're going to end up losing stencil, and it's just not worth using. And the stuff's bloody expensive for what it is. So I just wouldn't bother wasting your money, wasting your time. For years, I've had no problem with dynamic black, and you'll talk to a lot of tattoo artists, and I would say the majority of them, not all of them, because there is that many inks out there, not all of them, but a majority of them you probably find are using dynamic for black. White is a bit more subjective. I know a lot of people say that the Star Bright White's fantastic, but unfortunately over here in UK, we can get Star Bright White, but it's not the same, and it's not the same consistency and standard as what it is if you're buying it in US. It honestly isn't. So, and I've tried, what else have I tried? Intense Snow Opaque White. That's not much better than standard white. I've tried Dynamic Heavy White, Dynamic Triple White, and they're all pretty much the same. All pretty much the same. Dynamic Black, $20 a bottle, and lasts a good while each. White does get a bit pricey, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, like Dave's saying there, $20 a bottle, bang on. Big bottle, lasts forever. I think I probably use the large bottle of Dynamic, Dave. I probably go through one about every 2 to 3 months. And that's my go-to ink. So they are a really good size bottle. A really good size value for money. And it's one of them inks that's tried and tested. It's just true, through and through. and you don't get any problems, any comebacks, or whatever with it. But Jason went through the same thing when he tried it. Which one, Jason? Which ink? Black, white, dynamic colour. Dynamic colour, not bad. Going to try Intense next. Yeah, I've used Intense for years. Up to my last order, which was 2-3 weeks ago, I put in to get some more colours, and I couldn't get them. And I phoned suppliers up, and they says that they can't get them. Intense. It says Intense. What else? Solid, Fusion, and Radiant and Eternal. They were struggling to get now. And I tried another few suppliers as well, thinking that they were just giving me bullshit, basically, just to try and get me to buy other inks. But they were all the same. So I went back to them, and they've given me 2 inks that are up and coming through. One's industry inks and one's raw inks, which, to be fair, I'm going to have to try one of them. And I think it's going to probably, the first one I'll try is the industry inks. They look to have a really, really good range of colours. So I think I'm going to give them a whirl first. See how they are. If not, I'll try some at raw pigment as well. See if that's any better. But price-wise, they're all pretty much of a muchness. I think higher end costing is probably Eternal, but like I say, I'll give them a try. I'll give one of the 2 a try. Joey boy, hey up Joey, you found us. This is starting to fit, Dave. This is starting to feel like a Sunday night. Just that Dave's in chat, not on screen. That's one thing we're going on. You can't hide from anybody, can you, when you're on here? They'll find you by hook or by crook. They'll find you. Like I say, now I'm up and running. You selling pensions on this channel? Yeah, I send them pensions, and I've also got a little side gig going, Joey. If you're interested, I'm selling wigs, because I know that on Dave's channel, if we get 100 likes on Sunday night, he's going to tip that up. So we just may need to start selling a few wigs. We may need to send in one, you know what I mean? Just prior to it going. But like I say, it's got to be weird for Dave being sat in. Dave, you forgot. You forgot that if we make the 100 like challenge on your channel on Sunday night, on live critique, that you've got to tip your hat. That's hilarious as well. Yeah, definitely is. So what you need to do, what everybody needs to do is Sunday, you need to go on, put a post on your Instagram, your YouTube channels, your Facebook pages, saying that Dave's going live critique, Sunday night, link him to his channel, and we need 100 likes. We'll get him his 100 likes. By hook or by crook, we'll get him his 100 likes. Well, I did forget I'm going to have to comb my 5 hairs in prep. No, you'll be fine, Dave. It's a long time since I think got 100 likes on video. But you watch, everybody will put it out this Sunday, and you'll end up with about 300 likes on your channel. That's it. You're definitely going to be tipping that out for them. So how's Joey been? That was a nice tattoo that you did, Joey. Seen it on your Instagram, your last one. Looked a nice piece. Really well done, mate. Really good with that. So, well, I forgot that quick. What, Jason? You forgot that quick that Dave's going to tip his hat? But, well, I'm a bit more, I'm a bit chuffed that some of you actually managed to find me to say that I wasn't actually going to go. go live, and I was just messing about tonight, and finally got talked into it. But it sounds like most should forget again by Sunday. No, I'll put it on my Insta anyway, Dave, for you. Sunday night challenge. Not a critique. We'll do a Sunday night. We'll do a Sunday night challenge, Dave. 100 likes. Oh, I lost the TV. So I have lost it. 1 minute, guys. I've lost some. And it's not my marbles. Although I don't get told by my wife plenty of times my marbles have gone. So what's everybody else been up to? Got any more questions? Like I said, thought I'd only pop on 5-10 minutes, but as per usual, looks like we're going to end up chatting for a little while. See if anybody else manages to find a way around here. And that, I'll just check see whether there are any other daft ass wants to any bookings at stupid o'clock. Oh, so you busy tomorrow, Dave? Are you working? Are you tattooing tomorrow, or is it your day off? Is it chill out day? I think I've got another chill out day tomorrow. Another drawing day, which is actually quite nice. Because that's, to be fair, if I tell you the truth, out of everything, tattooing and everything, I think most people would probably agree, stenciling and drawing and designing is the worst part of it. If your designs were already pre-done for you and all you had to do was turn up and slap it on somebody and tattoo, I think we'd all be happy. I think it'd all be an easier life. No, I had a cancellation for tomorrow, so I'll be working on a side-by-side. Oh, getting ready for it to go. Ready for move. Yeah, you were saying other week, weren't you? That you needed to get side-by-side sorted. Did you say it wasn't going with you to Texas? You were having to get rid of it before you moved out to Texas. So yeah, cancellations. Tattoo nightmare. Some people just do not give a shit. You spend all that time, you'll prep, you get your send ready, your stencils are ready, and you'll be all geared up to go, and you'll get that, I can't make it, I'm sorry. You know, it's, can I rebook? Dog's got sniffles, or goldfish has had a heart attack, so I can't make it to my tattoo appointment. You don't mind, do you? And you're like that, no, I don't mind. Whereas in true respect, it's like, yeah, you twat, I don't remind. So I spent all this time, I spent hours getting sorted, getting your stencil ready, and you're just not bothered. Yeah, that's tattoo artist nightmare. Worst part of being a tattoo artist and working in your own studio and doing it as a full-time living, I think. Yeah, it's amazing what people come up with cancelling appointments. You're right there. And I don't know about you, Dave, and I tell you what favourite one, when COVID were about and it finished, if they didn't want to come in, they'd message you or phone up and go, I can't come in, I've got COVID. There's no what you could say. That was the favourite one. I had so many around that time that I've got COVID, I can't make it, but then go, can I reschedule? And you know, it's you'd look at date on month and it's like, yeah, you book for middle of month, you don't get paid well end of month. So I bet your next appointment is actually right at beginning of following month or just right on end of month. But they think you're stupid. But we've seen it all before. Imagine when I get a cancellation, I got to wait 13 days sometimes for my next. Wow. Yeah. Because like I say, you're a full-time dad, aren't you, Joey? Is it 6 days a week? So I think you were saying you tattoo like once a week, but I mean, decent sized pieces and awesome pieces, brother. I mean, really nice pieces, gotta say. But yeah, if somebody cancels on you, that is a real downer, to be fair. 2 week wait, 2 week wait for another one. I mean, I think worst I've probably got away is day, 2 days, because I've pretty much got people in every single day, if not, well, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clients a day, depending on how I've stacked them. But even then, if I've got 5 small ones in a day, and somebody cancels, it still pisses me off. Yeah, it still pisses me off. Yeah, it is rough having to wait a couple of weeks, and especially with pieces that Joey does, because, like I said, they're all big, large pieces, and he'll have stuck a load of time in stenciling them up, getting ready, and like I say, then they just go, sorry, can't make it. My dog's got sniffles, so I can't come for my tattoo. And then not thinking that you're there, now got to wait 2 weeks before you can get another one in. Yeah, it's taught me not to be so nice. People, yeah, you're right there, Joey. People take kindness sometimes as weakness. And yeah, it's annoying. That is annoying to have that done to you. You try to be as nice as possible because you don't want to get labelled as an arsehole. But then they just seem to take it for weakness. Oh my God, Joey, who said it? There's a thing. Yeah, cancellations do hurt. It's like you say, you do. Yeah, you rely on them, especially if you're relying on them to make your living, which most of us do. There is some hobbyists out there, but most of us rely on them to make a living. And if you were employed by somebody, not as a tattoo artist, but if you were employed as a tattoo artist, by somebody, and work phoned you up that morning and went, sorry, we don't want you today and we're not paying you, you'd be pissed. You'd be really pissed. But it's all right for them to do it. You know what I mean? It's all right for them to do it to you. That's what really, really, really annoys me. And a lot of time, people have got these tattoos booked in for weeks. So it's not as if they booked it last week and they're coming this week. A lot of them have had them booked in for weeks. So they can know it's coming. Larger pieces don't. What's that, Dave? It can be tough when you're planning on certain income, especially for larger pieces, to come in, and they don't. But I guess that's the way business. Definitely best to try and get a deposit. I take a deposit all the time, Dave, and even down to the point now, Dave, that let's say that if I'm tattooing in the morning and somebody happens to walk in and they want something small in the afternoon, and I said I can do it in the afternoon, they're saying they'll come back, I'll take a deposit there and then for them to come back in the afternoon. That's it, because otherwise they might not come back, and you've promised them, yeah, and then somebody else comes in after them, and it's like, well, I can't do you because I already promised somebody. Then they don't turn up, and you've lost out all the way around. So yeah, Joey, yeah, all my deposits are non-refundable, mate. Non-refundable, quite simple. Hand it over, and they get told to the face. It's not in writing, or well, it is in writing, but I actually now tell them to the face, your deposit is non-refundable, but it's quite simple. Turn up for your tattoo, comes off price of your tattoo. If for any reason you decide not to go through with it, you don't turn up, you don't give me more than 48 hours notice. If you want to reschedule, your deposit is gone. That is it. And since I took that stance with everybody's fine. To be fair, everybody's fine with it, and they understand. So, at least, yeah, I mean, I don't take a massive deposit, I'll be honest, but it's a little bit of something. It doesn't by any way cover what you've lost. It don't. But it just softens it a little bit. And then just got to hope, well, for me, because I have a shop and we're open all the time, 5 days a week. I hope then that either somebody's going to come for a walk-in and I can recoup the day that way. Or if not, hopefully girls have either got piercings in or hair removals, or there's tattoo laser removals coming in. So at least there's something still going on throughout the shop and days not completely wasted whatsoever. But yeah, it's not too bad. Plus, taking a deposit shows your client is taking their appointments. Yeah, you're right, Dave. You're right there. Anybody that's not willing to tip a deposit over for something like a tattoo is not serious about it, because a tattoo's a permanent thing, so they'll give it thought. And most people that have got that far to coming to see you or whatever, I wanted to go through with it and get a tattoo, so they will pay the deposit, but you do still just get, shall we say, them odd chances that, yeah, I want a tattoo, can you book me in, this, that and other, and I'll see, and it may be and it might, but can you book me an appointment? Or other favourite one is, I want a tattoo, I want this, I want that, and I want other. Can you draw me up? No. Pay your deposit, then I'll start drawing. Don't pay your deposit. I ain't drawing you niche, because that is just a straight up waste of my time. How's laser hair removal, tattoo removal been? Earlier part of this month, tattoo removal has been good. But it goes in cycles, that Dave, because your sittings are every 6 to 8 weeks apart. So it's not a, shall we say, a constant everyday full-on thing, but it's a good thing to have in studio. People wanting covered ups might want a bit of lightning doing, and the other thing with laser tattoo removal, if you're doing a covered up and it doesn't really, or you're putting a bigger piece over top of it, and they've got a small tattoo there, and they've had it done poorly before, you'll have noticed that sometimes that old tattoo can be raised and lumped up like it's scarred. So even you could cover it no problem with the other tattoo, but if you actually look down it, look down your arm, you would still see it because it'd be all raised and scarred. Whereas the tattoo removal machines, because they're removing the pigment out of your skin, actually reduce that lumping up, and they'll get the skin flat again. So even if you can cover it up no problem, it will get it down so that it looks good. You don't stick a picture of somebody's ex's name or a love art or whatever underneath the new tattoo. Laser hair removal, we've not had that up and running long. That's slow to pick up. I think as we get towards summer and weather starts picking up, I think that'll pick up even better. But it's just one of them things, just keep plugging away. But they're all extras, they're all bolt-ons, they're all added into the shop. Yeah, well, that's what we're hoping. It's there, it's in shop. Hopefully it'll pick up. And I think it's just a time factor, because it's fairly new into our shop, because girls had to do like the medical, the exams or whatever it was, to be qualified to do that. So it's fairly new into the shop. So I think that's just a time thing that'll see that get up and running. Eventually it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I heard it blisters bad when it's healing. Right, Joe. This is going to be hard to explain because we have two different types of machines, like giant bars on your skin. That can be a side effect, Joey, but there's two different machines, and for me to try to explain it, basically one's more powerful than the other. Now, the most powerful one that we've got, your chances of getting blisters, small blisters with that, but they're only small blisters with that, is higher than the less powerful one. But there again, the more powerful one, you should start seeing results quicker than the less powerful one, but the end result should still be the same. But there's things you can do to reduce that. I mean, I've lasered my own leg. I got a couple of tiny little blisters on it. That's fine. And as long as you follow the instructions that we give you when you've had the work done, you've had the laser treatment done, it minimises the after effects, the blistering, but you just can't say that it will not blister. We've had a few that have and a few that haven't. But they seem to accept it because everything's explained to them because they have a full. How can they have it? We'll give them a full consultation, go through everything, run it all up and down, show them pictures of what can happen, what can't happen, what not to do, what to put on it, what not to put on it, and then they've got all the information that they want. If they want to go through with it, they'll just have a test patch. Well, we've had people that have gone through with it, had a test patch, and then gone, it's not for me, and not done any further. And we've got people that are having everything taken off from tiny little things to full sleeves. You get people coming in for full sleeves that they want them fading down to have another sleeve put over top of it. It's nuts, straight up nuts. But it's just how things are at the minute, and how, I suppose, tattooing as an art form has come along. People have got old, janky, crappy stuff on them that they want to fade down just to get better stuff, because it's more art based now than what it was. I won't get any removed, Jason. Won't get any removed. Proud of them. Even if they, to be honest, I'm saying most of mine, good, bad, the ugly, they tell a story. Heyo, I'll live with them. Wear them with pride. I've just got one on my leg, front of my leg here, that, to be honest, I won't bother. But when you're just messing around with a tattoo removal machine, I had to give it a go. So that was the one that got lasered. Had a couple of treatments on laser, but all's fine. Just like when girls got hair removal machine, I was curious, so I just zapped top of one of my legs. Oh yeah, great. I had one treatment. It's as bald as a badge as I have. Everybody else has got to have 6 treatments. I have 1. But it's fine. All's good. It's above my short line. I'm an old man anyway, so all my hairs will be grey soon. You won't see them. And that. But like I say, anybody that's in, either give us a like, chuck us a subscribe, whatever. If you want to see more, come back more. If not, I mean, you can always find us on. He's in chat at something. Dave has a channel. Sunday nights live tattoo critique. Send your work in when he puts notification out. We take a look. Take a look at your work. If we can help you out, we can do. And like we say, by no means, when you come along, be under any illusions that any Picasso of a tattoo artist or anything like that. I'm just a regular, everyday tattoo artist that has his own studio, that makes a living out of it, that's willing to share what I know and help others. And Dave's the same. He's over there in Ohio, works for himself, got his own studio, going to be moving out to Texas soon. It's his channel, and we're just willing to give up some time. We're just willing to give up some time, try help you along, because there's so many self-sanctimonious pricks of tattoo artists in this industry that wouldn't give you the time of day, help you out, and forget that they once had to learn and make the mistakes. But whether we will, and like we said, we're not perfect by any means, but we're just willing to give our views, any help that we can, this, that, and other, over on Dave's channel. That's on a Sunday night. I can't even remember what time is it. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that right, Dave? Or 10:30, 11 o'clock UK time, somewhere around there. Oh, Smoke's back. He must have been on a BRB moment. Must smoke. He's back now. What's this? You never hated Smoke. You never hated on my IG stuff, so I must be safe to send it live. Of course you are, Smoke. We don't hate on IG, just on a live, mate. Just on a live, we'll rip you to pieces, chew you up and spit you out, Smoke. Just make sure that you've been on a really, really long BRB moment before you send your work in. Then you won't give a shit what we say. I was out in -30 at Dog. I'll tell you what, at -30 Smoke, Dog would have been out and I'd have been inside watching it. It could have knocked on door and let itself back in at that temperature. But well, I don't know how much longer I'm probably going to stay on here to say that I wasn't even supposed to be here tonight, guys. Like I say, I was only messing around trying to make thumbnails and see how big they needed to be to go onto YouTube. And then screwed everything up, and there were a few of you waiting, so thought I better take the plunge. You've seen my ugly mug enough on other channels, so I might as well stick my ugly mug on my own channel. You're right there, Dave. Thumbnails, right pain. Unbelievable. I just created a thumbnail, put it in, it said it was too big. I created another thumbnail, it said it was too small. Then it only filled half a little box. It's equivalent of us the other night trying to work that Zoom. You honestly need a degree to work Zoom. You need a degree to create a thumbnail for bloody YouTube. It's horrendous. Jason will be there Sunday and any day for you all. So cheers, Jason. I appreciate it. I do. I'm sure it will only get easier the more times that I show my face on my own channel. Thanks for teaching us what you do. Well, I'm just passing on what I know. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong, what I do works for me. And if it works for somebody else, all well be it. Or if you can take a little bit of information away that I give you or Dave gives you, and you can turn it into something that is useful for yourself, then mission accomplished. It's just straight up mission accomplished. Whether it be creating a stencil, line depth, line weight, colour packing, shading, colours, mixing grey washes, what we use to prep skin with, what machines we use, anything. It's there. The information is there, and it's for free. It is for free. And like we say, we're just willing to give up our experiences, pass them along to you. What you do with it when we give you it, well, that's entirely up to you. But it's there. Like tonight, I truly appreciate all of you turning up, being in chat, supporting me. To say it's my first time I've been live on my own channel. I totally appreciate it, and I totally appreciate the support. And it's same with Dave on Dave's channel. We appreciate it. Everybody that comes along on a Sunday night, and for all those people that send the work in for critique, like we say, it takes guts to send it in. It does take guts to send it in, and have two people dissect your work and look at it, thinking that what they're going to say. But I suppose it's the only way, if you can get an outside view on your work, I suppose that may be the only way then that you can see what needs to be done to move forward. That and chat on Dave's channel. Yeah, you've got to have thick skin when you come on Dave's channel and you see chat going down right hand side, because it does get leery. It does get leery sometimes, but it's all adult chat. If you're easily offended, turn chat off. Cheers, Dave. I appreciate that. Love you too, mate. Like I say, I can't believe it's been nearly a year, Dave, on your channel of Sunday nights and lives. If we don't get you, Smoke will. Yeah, Smoke will definitely have you. And another kid, Danik. It comes along, I think it nearly comes along as his counterpart. Yeah, almost a year. I think it's almost a year, Dave. Sunday night lives and impromptu lives and whatever it is. And people haven't got sick of it. They still keep turning up. Smoke Danik is my daddy. He's worse. I don't know. I think both of you feed off each other. It's when there's one of you in chat or other one in chat, it's a lot more tame than when pair of you in chat. Because when pair of you in chat, you feed off each other, and it's honestly, it does get leery. It does get really leery at some points. Definitely funny. Definitely funny. Makes for let's put it this way, Smoke. It makes for good reading, because the following day, on a Monday morning, I will go back and watch the live, but I'll turn the sound off because I can't listen to my own voice. You can forget it. No chance. I'll turn the volume off, and then I'll just scroll down chat and see what you've all been chatting about. What's that? Somebody's name, what we got? Why Irizumi means gangster tattoo in Asia. I haven't got a clue, mate. Does anybody know? I haven't got a clue. If you want to enlighten us, or anybody can enlighten us, please feel free. Stick it in chat. But I don't know. I'm not. I'll be honest, mate. I'm not right up with that sort of tattoo. Interesting, but no clue. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested myself to see what that means. Good question. Somebody wants to look it up, let us know. I really like Danik and everyone else, though. Yeah, it's just as everybody else liked when you get on the back. I just wonder if everybody else likes you, Smoke. Nah, of course we do, mate. Sunday night chat, I'd be crap without you. Nah, Smoke. Never too brutal. It's all good fun. It's adult fun. Basically, that's what it is. It's adult fun, adult chat. And like we say, we have had, and Dave will testify to this. I think Dave's had a few people emailing, being butthurt over what's been said in chat or what's been said on the critique. And that. But hey, if you don't think you're going to like what's going to be said about your work or in chat, don't turn up. Don't do it. Yeah, it does. You're right there, Dave. It does need the Smokes, the Jasons, the Danics, and everybody else who's going to chip in. The chat definitely does. It does need that flow, because as mad as it seems like here tonight, otherwise, if there were no chat there, I'd be just sat here basically talking to a camera, looking down the other side of my house. trying to talk things to talk about. But when chat's going and the stuff in chat, all's good. You can feed off chat. You can get, like now, it's like, what do I say? What do I say? Over you go, have a look. Smoke might have said something that you can feed off or whatever. I can't believe that Jason's actually typing away in chat when he was supposed to be on Bluetooth while he's at work. Don't be blaming me if you get sacked anyway, Jason, because you're supposed to be working and you're typing on something. The camera's a really good listener, though. It is, but you don't get no feedback, do you, Dave? You've got to be able to testify to that. You don't get no feedback off camera. When you run out of stuff to say, you stood there looking at camera like a complete and utter numpty. Yeah, you can just glance over at chat, have a read, come back with something, and off you go. I just get excited for the lives, like I do for the Walking Dead show. Yeah. Well, with age of everybody that were on the impromptu live the other night, that must have been like the Walking Dead show because everybody were 40 plus. I think there were only Whippersnapper Dave and two others that were under 40. Yeah, I think it shocked Dave as well to find out that most of his audience were old farts, shall we say. Yeah, they can scare you when your brain farts out. Yeah. My brain farts out generally, Dave. That's choice of being old. Just absolute stutter and just go blank. Gonna have to start giving out back braces and walkers instead of machines. Yeah. Zimmer frames. Zimmer frames and what is it? Battery powered wheelchairs. Life supply of incontinence pads for the aged. They're about the. That's what will have to be all giveaways on your channel, mate. Everything for the aged. But you got to admit, it must be nice to be youngest on channel, Dave. On your own channel. You still, like I say, you're still only a wee baby. But no, all's good. And that. So I don't know whether I might jump off now or if anybody's got any more questions. Oh, but I tell you what I have got before I go. Getting rid of. That's another one of the machines that's going out at door. Don't use it. Been sat in a cupboard. It's listed on eBay. So that's it. Full working, fully boxed, everything. Now I've just got one of my new machines, and that one's on its way out at door. So that one's listed on eBay. Not a bad machine for what it was. Good battery life. But it's just sat in a drawer now, collecting dust. So I might as well get shut of it. Somebody else can have use out of it. What's that? I cut insulation, so I'm good. You don't do pipe insulation by any chance, do you, Jason? Because I think Dave needs some to put around his machine to make some grips out of. You might be a inside source for cheap pipe insulation. Yeah, making grips for the machine. Jason's 40. Have I tested out screen sharing with your current streaming software? Right, what it was, Dave, early on. I'd set, because I was messing about on my laptop, same as I use on Sunday night. And what happened was I was messing about, like I said, just making thumbnails, trying to get thumbnail right size and create a page in Photoshop right size that I can just drop it all in and do it. And I've created that live. And the problem was my YouTube channel was down for using the OBS software. So when I created the live and I'm sat on my laptop doesn't have the OBS software on it. So I'm waiting for it to go live. And that's when Dot comes in and says, you'll never get a picture on it. You know what I mean? you'll never get a picture on that because you've allowed software and you need to allow webcam for your laptop. So that's why I had to drop the stream down and bring a stream back up again, because like I say, I'm old. I'm not that tech savvy, and what she did in minutes has taken me 3 or 4 hours tonight. And that she just comes in, to be honest, she just comes in laughing at me, and that says, "You do me head in." And she just go click, 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 click. Don't get that down. Put this back up, and away we go. What's that, Dave? Oh no, boss lady found your channel. Yeah. Oh, daughter's in, addicted to Lacey. Yes, darling daughter. Yes. I know I stress your head out, but you saved me in the end. So everybody that's on tonight has got to say thank you, because otherwise we wouldn't have been here. Yes, thank you very much. Now go on, off you go to bed. Alicia, you found my channel. Yeah. Don't tell me, Alicia, that you're in one room and Dave's in another room, and you're both watching this channel in 2 separate rooms, and you'll end up chatting with each other on YouTube from separate rooms. Because I know that's what happens, because that'd be me and my wife that'd do something like that. We sat in 2 different rooms watching the same thing. Cheers to Andy's daughter for helping the old fart out. Yes, she definitely did, Dave. But what I am going to do, I will sort, once I get the screen sharing crap sorted out, Dave, I will jump on and give it another go. How that works, I don't know. I know that from messing about the other night with yourself, that there's a lot of free softwares out there if you're only getting one person in and screen sharing. But if you're bringing 2 people in and screen sharing, like you said, it's an all different world. That's exactly, Alicia, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, I bet Dave's in bed, laid upstairs, on bed or something like that, watching YouTube, and Alicia will be downstairs. She'll be running around after kids, probably getting the stuff ready for school, this, that, and other, while Dave's chilling, going, "Yeah, babe, I've had a really hard day today." You know what I mean? I'm just going to go chill out on bed. Because that's something I do, to be honest. I'm not far off, Dave, because it's only the same as what I'd probably do, mate. And then later on, when I actually did get brave enough to come back downstairs, wife would be like, "Chick, chick, 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 chick. Where did you disappear to?" You know us so well. It's not that, Alicia. It's just, like I say, a lot of people do it. I'd have done. I'd probably do the same thing. And it's like, wife used to be a childminder. Used to come home and there'd be like 10 kids running around the house. It'd be like, "I'm off upstairs. That's it. I'm out of the way. I'll come back down when kids have gone." But yeah, so what you should do, Alicia, is just say to the kids, "Your dad's upstairs. Go pester him. He's upstairs. Off you go. I'll finish off down here. It's my quiet time. That's it. Go pester him upstairs." That's what my wife would do. She'd be like that. "Go up there. Go see your dad. Get out of it." What about lobster and steak smoke? Well, you don't tell us, Alicia, that tight ass Dave stumped up for that steak and lobster. After all that and all that work that he used to do on his lives when he was tattooing, make sure they were all done and reading out his chat for him and everything, and he even hadn't stumped it up. He even hadn't stumped up the steak and lobster. What's that, Dave? Here we go. Bring up the old times. Quite simple, Dave. Pay your debt. Pay your debt, and it will go away. I'm sure when you move to Texas, there'll be some exceptional steak and lobster. But with how long it's taken him to pay the debt, Alicia, I think there's interest on that. I think he needs to pay interest on it. So he might owe you it twice. Can we get a moderator, Eddie? What kind of stream you're running? Trolls. Yeah, definitely trolls. Unfortunately, Dave, I'm on the stream, the chat's in here, and we're trolling you, mate. We're really, really trolling you. Kids are looking at you funny. Don't tell me don't tell Alicia you got your phone and you've got an earphone in so kids can't hear it either. We don't like lobster here. Only steak. And she hates steak. She's a pizza girl. No, he's got to honour his bet. He's got to honour his debt as Dave. Once he's honoured it, we'll leave him alone. And I'm sure that Boss Lady will let us know once he's honoured it. So he's now getting grief 2 ways round. If he gets 100 likes on Sunday, he's got to tip that at. And he's still getting grief about his steak and lobster until he's paid his debt. You're on the wrong side of owing people here, Dave. I'll post a pic. Yep. That's it. I'm sure you will. You let us know. You did say you would let us know when he's paid his debt. Well, him chilling out upstairs, hanging around on bed, that's not gonna pay his debt. He needs to get some more tattoos in there. I think he's got a bit of a cushy life there, Alicia. I think you're treating him a bit too well. I think. You know what they say, don't you? Treat them mean, keep them keen. What's that? Waiting to get to Texas only. Want the best steak for her, you know. Only problem is, I think you ordered it before you actually decided to move to Texas. So that one might not fly, Dave. But I'm sure you'll make up for it. In your own ways, you will make up for it. You will never make that. We're putting that sort of face on. Lol, you guys are terrible. Oh, this is tame. This is actually Jason. This is actually tame. And that because it's. If I want on camera, I'd definitely be terrible. Because wife and daughter cringe. I do have no filter. Seriously, sometimes do have no filter. And I have to, how can I put it, work hard at censoring my gob and what I say when I'm on here. Otherwise, I would probably get banned. But sometimes it does just slip out. And we have got to give you a load of grief. Because otherwise it won't be fun at all then, would it? It could be worse, Jason. We could be picking on you while you're there cutting fiberglass up. I hope it's about 45 degrees and you're itching like a stuck pig with all that fiberglass and everything and that on insulation. I bet that makes for, I bet that really, really does make for nice work, mate. Hey, go home scratching like a loppy dog. Never watch fights. To be honest, neither do I. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. No, I've never been into it. I've never been one that watch fights. It's only thing I ever seem to do a lot of watching of lately at my age is back in my eyelids. I can fall asleep and take a nap for fun. But there again, that's just joys of being an old fart. Oh, well, like I said I would be on here for what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Dave, I totally get it. This is horrendous, mate. I've now been here for an hour and 4 minutes, just chatting, babbling crap to you guys and a camera. Oh, Smoke's back. He's back off another BRB moment, but look of it. don't care to watch fighting. I'll watch fake wrestling over that. Wrestling, I didn't think anybody watched wrestling, did they? But obviously Smoke does. Well, guys, like I said, I think I'm going to end it here. I've been on way too long, a lot longer than what I thought we were going to be. I appreciate you all being here. And like I said, there's a few years, 8 years. I know there's not so many people here and that, but you can either stick a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Feel free to do wherever you please, to be honest. If you want to come back and you want notifications, subscribe, check the all bell every time I go live, or stick a video up. But I think I'm too lazy to make videos. I think it'd be more lives than videos, if I tell you the truth. Thank you, Alicia. I'll have a great night. And like I say, don't be letting Dave get away with too much, you know. Don't let him lay up there all night doing that while you're running around after kids and everything. And that. And go up there, drag him off his bed by his ankles. I'm sure he'll get up and do something then. You're not getting to lay there and chill out, Dave, while the rest of us have got to do things. Lives are more fun. Yeah, I mean, they are. And like I say, Dave, and I get what you say. I just can't. I don't think I can be arsed sitting there for 5-6 hours editing a video that's taking me 1, 2, 3 days, week or whatever, or over weeks to make. Whereas I could just come on, sling a thumbnail together, come on here, and once I get other stuff sorted out and this, that, and other, just chat crap. You don't get the same, to be honest, you say you don't get the same viewership as you would on a video. Do you know something, Dave? I'm not bothered. I'm not here for that. People they'll come along, subscribe, do whatever they want to do to either be here, have a chat, talk about tattooing, whatever, and we'll get some topics going on, get some stuff going on, or whatever. As things progress, like I say, we're just well and truly impromptu tonight, so we can just get stuff going on. And when I get screen sharing software up and running, we can do all sorts and this, that, and other. But like I say, they'll either turn up or they won't, Dave. It's quite simple. I'm cool with that. I am seriously cool with that. And I know you say you've got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but you might, or like on a Sunday night, there might be 50, 60, 70, 80 or whatever people drop in. I mean, to me, if there's only 5, 10, 15 people want to drop in and they want to have cracking chat and we want to chat, talk about tattooing, anything you want to talk about, we'll go through it. We'll answer it. That's it. That's quite simple. And if that's all it is, that's all it is. Bill, I just can't. I don't think I can deal with just making up videos, mate. And I know you've expressed in some of the lives before that how many times do you flog a dead horse? How many times and how many channels can make a different video on needle depth, speed, hand speed, pulling a line, shading, packing colour, this, that, and other, to the point you flogged a dead horse? That there's so many videos out there that, and they're all slightly different from each other, that then they can start getting confusing and start baffling people's heads. Catch you later, Jason. Thanks for dropping in, mate. And we'll catch you on Sunday, bud. You would like to request a video on how you wrap your machine using that foam pipe? I think that would be, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like that, Dev, I don't mind. If people have something, say, specific that I can do that hasn't been, shall we say, flogged to death, I don't I don't mind that. Because even down to the new machine that I've got, even down to the stuff that I wrap it with is different to what I use for my normal machine, that my everyday machine. And that's why I have two different types of waterproof wrapping that I wrap machines in. It's not just a case of either I use a barrier film or I use a clip cord cover or whatever. I have two different things to do it with. Even down to that, I don't mind. But it's like I say, how many times do you make a video on how to mix up green soap or grey washes or needle depth? It's what voltage for what hand speed, that's a minefield, because people think there's a set voltage, a set hand speed, set depth, this, that, and other. And for anybody to say that you can run your machine at 7 volts, this far out, all over body, in my eyes, is quite irresponsible, because depending on where you are, the thickness of skin is depending on whether it's going to go in right, whether it's not going to go in, or whether you're going to blow it out. So I'm just not even prepared to go down that. I'm just not even prepared to go down that road with it. But I quite happily make an odd little video about something specific, or sitting here and just bending your ears about everything that I've done, you've done, want to do. We either want to moan about, take piss out of, or whatever. Let's just hang out and do it. And I'm happy with that. That suits me down to a T, because then there's no specifics. We can just go with the flow and do whatever needs to be done. And yeah, that's my thing. It's we just chat, get on with it, and anybody can chip in, jump in, chat. Like I say, we don't bite. Most everybody that's in here is from your channel on a Sunday night. And they know we don't bite. We're not evil. Well, some of us are. I will smoke. But it's what's that, Dave? And you jumped on there for 15 minutes and you've survived an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, survived an hour and 15 minutes. And you know something, Dave? I haven't even got a clue what I've talked about. I've just babbled crap. Gone through down here, probably just babbled crap all the way through it. But you guys are here. I appreciate it. And like I say, time flies. It does. It does. So with that one, I am going to say thank you very much for all turning up. And I appreciate you all being here. And what I'll do is I'm going to leave you all at this point, and we will see you over on Dave's channel Sunday night, which is 10:30 to 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. UK time. We'll be over there for critiques. We'll all be back over there, probably chatting similar sort of crap, except there'll be a lot more of us. But I appreciate you all being here. If you give us a like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and take care, and I will see you on Sunday.